What this world needs is love. How many times have we heard those words? This is a very compelling topic. What do we know about love? We know one thing for sure. We need to be loved. Do we love enough? How does one measure love? We know love is more than a feeling. Love is more than a romance. Love is more than a ring on a finger. How do you measure love? St. Francis de Sales gave a great answer. He said, and I quote, "The measure of love is to love without measure." The answer to our questions, then, is that there is no such thing as loving enough or loving too much. Now, if the measure of our love is infinite, and that's what it means to love without measure, and if our love is planted deeply in our hearts and allowed to grow and spread, we will discover that there can be no arbitrary shut-off point when we can say, we have cared enough, we have shared enough, we have welcomed enough, we have forgiven enough, we have loved enough, we have trusted God enough. Jesus asks for the moon in every one of his teachings, and he expects his disciples to come up with the goods. St. Paul once gave his friend and coworker Timothy a rallying cry, and I really like this. God did not give us a spirit of cowardice. I repeat, God did not give us a spirit of cowardice. We are meant to be brave. Like the apostles, we need to ask Jesus, increase our faith, because we are not there yet, not by a long shot. No one is. Watching the evening news, many of us are appalled at what's going on in the world and in the human hearts around us. And we are getting more and more stressed out with people. Why are people so cruel and bigoted? Why are they so greedy and indifferent? Why do they hurt and kill the vulnerable, the unborn, and the elderly? And naturally, we too wonder at times why God doesn't do something about all this. Now, God does agree with us that violence and misery are a daily occurrence and that the world is in a mess. The world God created did not include the culture of death, with more than 1,000 ways to hurt people and cause harm. God had a good world in mind at the start of creation. But in spite of all this, God insists there is still time to aim for that goal, to love without measure. God doesn't want us to quit and lose heart. With each day that the disciples spent in Jesus' company, the more they became aware of the challenges of being Jesus' disciples. And at the same time, they soon became all the more certain that they couldn't face those challenges on their own. So they asked Jesus, increase our faith. Christians have made the same request ever since. This includes you and me. Some of us, maybe many of us, may be questioning our faith, wondering if we really believe in what we believe. We may also feel that our faith is small. But today's message is that we should celebrate even the smallness of our faith, because God can work mighty deeds with our faith, even though it is small. We remember that it was the small faith of the early followers of Jesus that kept them together. From this small community of believers came a worldwide religion numbering over 1 billion Catholic Christians. Everything has value, even a struggling faith, distracted prayer and worship, and weakened slow attempts to do good. They keep us on the road, keep us going forward in Jesus' footsteps. We have the potential to make great things happen if we love without measure. God bless you.